Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're here for Eureka Math Squared, fourth grade, Module 5, Lesson 8 with me, Mr. Short. Yeah, that's an R. It just doesn't look like it today. All right, we're on pages 45 and 46 today. Let's go ahead and get started with number 1. When you look at this, think of it like the place value chart. Don't let it trip you up, all right? It's a place value chart. If I drew a line here, a line here, a line here, and then I put a line over the top, we could just put a decimal right here. We have our ones here. We have our tens here, right? And if we go the other way, we have our tenths here and our hundredths here. So then just put how many you see of each one. We see 2 tens, right? 2 tens. So how many is 2 tens worth? 20. How many is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was ones worth? How much is 1, 2, 3 tenths worth? I mean, I guess we could put the decimal there. It doesn't matter. And then how many hundredths? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That's our number. But I don't like how it shows that. I think I'd rather do this. 2 tens. So if we wrote our number, it's 25.34. Okay? 25.34. So now let's look at number 2. Write expression to show the total value of the place value discs. Well, now they want to know how, well, see, this is where they go back and forth. It says the total value here. It says the total value here. But then they throw the tenths in here. This is the value of that. We'll leave it there. Sometimes, I don't know, they play around with words too much. Make sure we pay attention, though. We don't want to get ourselves in trouble. So this one says, write an expression to show the total value of the place value discs. Use decimal form. So how many tens? We have 3 tens. They want decimal form, so it's worth that much. So technically our decimal would be here, or it could be in front of this one. 4 tenths and 2 hundredths, right? So if we put that here, we have a 2. So what this number really is this right here. Okay. I don't like sometimes when it doesn't show that like this. Like I would like to see this whole number, 25.34. Okay. Put that number there. It shows us that you know what you're doing. As far as me as a teacher, that's how I like to see it. So it's kind of what I push for. All right. Write each number in expanded form. Use decimal form or fraction form. So they just want you to write it another way. Use decimal form or fraction form. So let's do it 2 different ways. 4 ones and 5 tenths. This is 4.5. Right? 4 ones. Here's a ones column. Here's a tens column. There's our decimal. 6 tenths. 6 tens. 2 tenths. 8 hundredths. So here's what this one is. In fraction form. Right? So here's a challenge for you. Show me this one as a fraction. Show me this one as a decimal. Oops, I don't want that there. I'm going to put my decimal sign right there. So you have room to work on both sides. If you need to, if you think you need to, you do need to. Little hint there. All right, down here, tell me the digit blank is in the tens place. So you're just taking and popping in. All right, and then say how much it's worth down here. The digit 9 is in the tens place. It has a value of 90. Continue on from there. All right, on the back it says, James catches 10 fish. He measures the length of the fish and records the data in a table. Let's be honest. If we're out catching fish and recording that, that's pretty impressive because all the fish I've caught, I've never kept a chart of everything. Not once, nope. All right, let's keep going. Use the data table to create a line plot. All right, line plot. What's our smallest number? Our smallest number looks to be 4 1/4. Okay, so 4 1/4. Our biggest one is 6. So we only see 6 on here once. So I would put an X over that 6. All right. And 4, I'm going to put a line. 4 1/4, that once. There. Actually, I take that back. I made a mistake. They want us to plot all this out. So I am incorrect here. It's still how many times we see it, but they want all these numbers on the line, and then they want to see it. So kind of the same way I was doing it. So I'm going to let you guys fill in between here and here. Find all the numbers, though, and put them. They need to be in numerical order. You can't have 6 here and 5 here because that's not how we count. All right? Take your time. Time you see one, put an X there on it. If there's more than once, make your X's going up. And then what is the combined length of the 2 longest fish? So the 2 you have here at the end, add those numbers together and tell us the length down here. And these are in inches. So make sure you say that it's blank plus blank equals blank inches. All right. All right. That's lesson 8 for Eureka Math Squared fourth grade, module 5, lesson 8. I am Mr. Short. Have a good